We're all set to go for practice at the Losail International Circuit in Qatar. It is round one of the 2024 season. We welcome you to the desert. And you're back with us. As you can see, just numerous technology issues all day long, trying to get this sorted as well, because we've had internet problems, we've had technology problems, we've had every sort of problem under the sun that you can imagine. But welcome to what is now free practice 2, not the practice session that is billed at the top of your screen. So we're going to have to change that now, because they have had to change the session because it is absolutely throwing it down here in Qatar, which means that we physically can't run the correct session. So as we wait for track noise, I'll get the mic in the right position. Hello everybody, welcome back to MotoGP in 2024. Long time since the Qatar test. It was dry then, it's wet now. Conditions have mandated that now we will have a 45-minute practice session tomorrow that will set the running order for Q1 and Q2. We are waiting. Sort this click button, Megan's being told. She's just texted me, she's doing the other series as well. For some reason, Discord keeps firing up, and I don't know why, and it's crashing the computer. I'm terribly sorry if we've gone wrong out there at the moment. Right, okay. Oh, and have we gone again? I don't know. The camera's frozen. It's all go today, isn't it? Trying to get technology working. Yeah, okay. I think we've gone for a... We'll try for a third time, shall we? I was midway through explaining what's happening and everything was going wrong. So, apologies for this very shaky start to our coverage here for 2024 for MotoGP on JBMotorsports. Let me go from the top. What's happened is, this morning we lost access to our TV pictures because of an internet issue as well. That prevented us from having our systems set up. So we couldn't bring you free practice 1. We've rushed around to get the system sorted so we can bring you free practice 2 this afternoon. But now it was supposed to be the practice session, the 60 minutes that decide the running order for qualifying going into Saturday. However, the rain came down this afternoon, and after speaking, I rang Maddie Patterson as well, who's in trackside in Qatar, and she said that they were going out, but there's a 10-minute delay. So now they've changed the entire schedule as soon as we came on air. This is now free practice 2, the session that was supposed to be a 30-minute run tomorrow before the start of qualifying. The now 60-minute session that will set the running order for Q1 and Q2 will now take part tomorrow, and that is going to be 45 minutes in length before qualifying. So they've changed the system again. And fingers crossed, A, you can hear me a lot better than normal because we've got a new bus mixer for when we're using Combox B and a different headset, and C, you can hear the track noise. But that is now meaning that they're all going out there on difference of tyres. To get that in right as well. So they are going a little bit different as normal. We're just going to adjust this so you can see the tyre delta all okay. And it's just, speak of an absolute mess, and you might just, they might ask you to speak of this race because everything that could go wrong has gone wrong. But we're seeing now Martin has done a 152.64. Alicia Spargo's in there too at the moment. So fingers crossed we're now stable to the end of the session, although I don't really want to move anything or touch anything, but I've got to move things around because apparently we're having nothing but issues trying to get in with TweetDeck as well, which is our blog. It's not working, so we're having to do live adjustments on air of things to make sure that they are working correct. Okay, I think we're happy with that. We'll leave it like that. You can see you can see the timing screens, we can see what's going on. So yeah, hello, we are back, all set up for 2024, and we'll be covering the sprint race tomorrow and the practice session and qualifying all the same as well. Now the spray is getting a little bit worse out there. There's Mert Marquez watching in as well with the Cressini bike. Has yet to crash on the Ducati. I know it's weird to say that, but he's had a bit of an up and down testing as Mark. He's been either too high or too low at the same time, so he's needing to find some grip, and he's actually saying, I look forward to when I first crash, because it gives him all the data he needs to know what went wrong and what not to do again later. So he'll still be up there keeping his eyes in on things. Augusto Fernandez on a 2:11 as well, 2:11.853. Just turning myself up, track noise down, and then trying to get over to headphones. There we go, so I can hear a bit louder. Look at Marco Bezzecchi, already half a second up as well as he comes across the line. Bezzecchi's going to go faster, 2:11.677 across the board. So, fingers crossed, everything now is working correctly. We can just get on with a session for once without having to worry about anything else. It looks like everything's sorted now as well, which is great. We'll have to replace the timing deck below us with a different source. We have a picture, so we'll get that sorted for tomorrow, so it'll all be fine. But welcome back, everybody. Hopefully you're all well and enjoying it. Bezzecchi, 2:11.677 as well. He's fastest, and it's Augusto Fernandez. Now look at Johan Mir on the beautiful Repsol bike as well, actually, out there. And he's gone fastest, 2:11.326. And then Aleix Espargaro's come up and gone into second place as well, so even faster. Delighted to see that BT Sport this year, or TNT Sport this year, is now in sync with the rest of the world. Last year it was 12 seconds back, now it's only 7, so that's even better. Acosta shone this morning as well. He had a really strong time. Now we have got, we're getting some highlights together from this morning's free practice 1 session, but considering Friday looks to be a bit of a write-off for everybody, we can sort of go forward with practice tomorrow and take it from there. We might do a show doing the two together. Everyone's lighting up on red sector times on the monitor in front of me. Bigger monitor than we usually hear last year, which is sort of better. I can actually see things without having to squint or lean forward on the desk. Acosta in that first sector then, coming across the line, and he's let through by, I think that's going to be Jorge Martin coming through. Yeah, Fernandez was a 2:08.974. Marini 4th, 2:10.318. And then Oliveira down in 14th position as well, just losing out. But yeah, it's all out there. Medium compound tyres on wets, soft compound tyres for the wet tyres as well. So they're all just seeing what works better, because this is actually the first ever time that MotoGP in any session has run with rain. Now, I don't know why that's being a factor, because I remember in Qatar a couple of years ago, we had a wet race because it was delayed for around about, what was it, an hour? And it was a very much possibility we might have to come back on the Monday to race, but we got it in after about a 2-3 hour delay. And we got the race in, but there was still a lot of spray, so it's nothing unusual to see rain. And I think we had some dew towards the end of the testing at the beginning of last year as well, so that was a difference out there. So there's not too much to change, but this is now free practice 2 for this MotoGP session. Practice will be tomorrow, so they've swapped the schedule around once again, as we see Miller down into that first sector time as well. Has Behrman, oh, the checker flag's out, by the way, in Formula 1 and in Q1. Behrman's got through. Behrman's P9, so it's great. Bottas, Ocon, Gasly, Sargent, Joe in the drop zone. I'm delighted I never picked any of them for my fantasy team, which is a great relief. But Augusto Fernandez is on a 2:08.974. So it's Augusto, then Raul's just below him as well. I don't know why it says Martin's top. Have we just had like several riders come across the line setting deltas? Because on my monitor, I've got Martin, Aleix Espargaro, Acosta, Marc Marquez, and they are not, and it's on the same on your screen as well, and they're not what we're seeing here in the comms box. So there might be a few differences between the two. Are we running on combined times? 1:52. We're running on combined times. Ah, that's why we need to change that then. Let's go to current session, because it has changed. And there is a difference between them. There we go. I hope doing that hasn't just like frozen several thousand devices. Oh, it says it's working. What's happened to the timing screens? Hang on. No. Oh, okay. What's happened there? We have lost Delta. Okay, we've lost the Google Chrome connection. Yeah, okay, that's always fantastic to have a go at. We've now lost timings. I was wondering what was going on. We need to switch to current combined, which shows us Augusto Fernandez, Raul Fernandez. That was the times from this morning you were seeing, where Martin was fastest. I was wondering why there was a difference between them. Don't know what's happened. There we go. They're back. Whew. I was having a bit of a panic then. There's the correct session then. I knew they'll be adjusted somewhere along the line. to keep in. So there's the current session then. Augusto Fernandez on a 208.040. Then it's Miller, Ralph Fernandez, Bastianini, Mia, Martin, Acosta, Morbidelli, Bezzecchi and Marini. That's the top 10 as it currently stands. Now Megan Birch is about to come in and take over from me in this commentary box. And then I'll be covering the I'll be covering the Formula 1 qualifying, and then I'll be coming backwards and forwards throughout this session. But there's only half an hour to go, 32 minutes, so it should be going off soon. Apologies, by the way, if we're breaking up a little bit on the stream here today. Our internet, apparently it's not just us. Josh T's had internet problems today as well, and he's with Virgin Media as well, so I think there's some issue going wrong around the board, but we are hopefully going to be okay. We might have to switch actually on things. This field spread from 1.35 seconds in the other sessions is looking good there. Acosta in the first 3 sectors is up on Delta times. Will you be live tomorrow? Yes, we will. And we will be live tomorrow a lot better than what we've been today for MotoGP. We've only been able to do this session because it's been an absolute nightmare so far. Pedro Acosta comes across the line, goes fastest overall with a 2 minutes 7.441 in this session as well. 3/10 faster than Augusto Fernandez. We will be live tomorrow. We will be live for the rest of the weekend for MotoGP. It's just today where we've been battling TV and internet issues like absolute crazy all day. It's just it's one problem after the other. We've had monitors blow up. We've had laptops not want to work with OBS. This laptop we're using now, it's for some reason struggling to do OBS. We need to do an update on that. Apparently there's an update it hasn't done as well. So it's been chaotic to say a half. But yeah, we will be live tomorrow. And we can't get the text working because it keeps freezing the computer. That's why we've left that one open. So it's all a bit of a mess. Everything we've tried to do with the best of our intentions have gone wrong. But we'll be back tomorrow with full swing of action. As we take a look at Marc Marquez, who's out on the track now as well on the Gresini bike. And should be a factor this weekend. He's on the of course the Gresini isn't the 2024 bike. Marc Marquez is racing on the Ducati from 2023 because Gresini is a customer team. It's a satellite to Ducati. So they are running last year's bike, and Mark, even if he did want to run the 24 bike, isn't allowed due to the FIM and Dorna's regulations, because you can't go from a factory to a factory. He was with Honda last year as a factory rider. He can't go straight to another factory this season. He has to wait another year on a satellite bike. Them's the rules. Gone are the days of when Rossi did it, when he moved over from Honda to Yamaha and then moved over to Ducati. It's new rules this year. You must be on satellite bikes. So that's where he is. And whether that means he's up into Ducati's main team next year is another question and a half, with 30 minutes to go of this session as well. Just wondering when Megan's going to come in to relieve me from the session, because that's her. I hope she knows that, and I can't exactly look down to tell her that. But she should be coming in now to take over for the next 15 minutes or so on this session. But hello everybody, nice to have you back from MotoGP as well. The green light's gone on for Q2 and Megan's not here. I think she's forgotten. I think she's having too much fun with Jess and Josh. She's forgotten that she's supposed to be here to take over for MotoGP. Marc Marquez goes third, 207.977 on the Delta as well, so a much stronger lap time as he comes into turn one. Reminder, if you're just joining us, this is free practice 2, no longer the practice session. I may as well actually, I might just have to adjust the board here actually, because it says practice and it's not. It's free practice 2. They changed it, so free practice, and I can add a 2 after that on the YouTube stream as well. And Johan's, that's Johan Mir, who's looking very much like, what's going on here? Martin looking like, what's going on here as well? So this is FP2, and he's angry about someone behind him on the track. Can't exactly, who is that going through? Oh, it's one of the Repsols. I think he's got angry at Marini, who's blocked him on a lap time, because they've both just come back into the pit lane. Well, that's going to be exciting to see. Bastianini up to third, 207.726 as well. Oh, good. Megan's here to relieve me now, and I'll head back to I'll head back from MotoGP now to F1. So, Megan, I'll step out the way. You can take over the headset. I'll leave you now. Just an update. I'll sit back down to update you. The timing's here. This is not the practice session. This is now free practice 2, 45 minutes in length. You've got 28 to go, and it does not bear the meaning on anything for the end of the session of qualifying. So it's just a practice session. So it's a quick offer, yeah, later on. So just enjoy it, have fun. And your laptop was having a paddy, but it's stopped now. I think it needs to do an update, and update Chrome as well. Yes, it did keep going black screen. Right, okay, I was worried it was me. It's not, so it needs to do an update. So I'll hand over to Megan. Here you are, Megan.
After this, I'm going to put that, I'm going to restart it so it can update, because whatever happened before with it going off has affected it somehow. I'm not sure how.
Remember to keep tapping it. You can control it like mine now.
Oh, that's weird. Everything's going fine in F1, by the way. Right, so I'm not sure whether there are new people in the lineup. That is a word. That is the word I am looking for. Thank you. So, right, so we're getting a replay of. I'm gonna have to familiarise myself. So that's Acosta. Certainly don't think he was in here last year. This turns 9 and 10 going round, and then the number 49, D'Antonio. Don't need to check who that is. Oh, I sound very loud right now. Apologies for people. You might want to turn down the volume just a tiny bit, because it sounds loud to me. I'm not sure how it sounds to the rest of you. Just riding style comparison. Everyone seems to be taking certainly individualistic views. That was a long word. They're all taking, some are taking cautious view, and some are just going right into that turn 9 and 10, just going all for it, which is brave given previous weather conditions. I would certainly be for the kind of cautious element to it for this approach. 25 minutes and 45 seconds left, and weirdly the TV screen is, oh, I know why. Right, so Fernandez is top right now, which compared to last season, that is actually a magnificent improvement, because he was always usually at least midfield. I'm glad to see that he has got more comfortable. Oh, I just knocked things. Got more comfortable with the bike. And it, right, is there anyone out yet? No. Okay, no one is out yet, which is honestly unusual. I feel like the timing screen for this is different from last year, which is slightly unnerving. I'm unnerved by this. I'm unnerved massively by the difference, though I will get used to it. I feel like it's been messed with, or they've just updated how they look at it. I prefer the past one. Right, so Oliveira in the pits for some reason, taking a drink. Honestly, you'd need to, after being out there for, I'm guessing he was out there for at least 20 minutes, given everything. And I could have sworn I just heard Joshua. Yep.
Red flag's out, so you go back there, I'll take it, and then when that red flag comes in, you take
Okay.
Who went out? Hulkenberg stopped on the track. We're playing pass the parcel with commentators. Literally, I get to one box, it red flags, I get to the other. So come back, Megan, when the green light's on, or we get a restart time, and then I'll take over from you. It's like Piccadilly Circus today with commentary boxes. Hi, please push away your microphone. Too loud a bit, too loud. Sorry, yeah. I think that was Megan. Yeah, we're testing new stuff. We can barely hear, so it's still getting sorted. So thanks for sticking with us as well. So yeah, what's happened to Marc Marquez then? Has he gone down on the inside line to the braking zone at turn 6? No, but he's nearly gone wide. He drifted it off the pace, and he's got one of the Prima Pramacs in alongside him as well. Oh, if it's not one thing, it's the other, I can tell you. I get to the commentary box. The second I get there, Hulkenberg comes on the radio. I've lost power. I've lost power. So I go, right, okay, and I have to go in, and the red flag comes out, and that was the deal. If the red flag came out in Formula 1, I'll come back to MotoGP. So while they deal with that, I'll be here with you, and then Megan will come and relieve me in the commentary box on this one when that session goes green again. It's all mayhem at the moment. There's Pecco Bagnaia watching on in the garage then for Ducati. He's waiting to get his run out there. He wants some experience of wet weather because there is a realistic chance that the race we have on Sunday could be in wet weather. The rain looks to be set all weekend long, so they want to keep an eye out if that's going to stay the factor. Marc Marquez as well, looking good. Let us know how the track audio is, by the way, if it's good, because we can only hear so much. We're trying to get it right. Sometimes it's up, sometimes it's down. That's from the world feed, but let us know if you can hear it, at least in the background. Mark, 18 tenths down at the moment. That's frightening me. Is it rain? Yes, it is. It is raining, yeah. So it is raining out there. That's why this session has been changed overall. So this is now no longer the practice session that decides the running order for Q1 and Q2. This is now overall just a general free practice 2 session. So yeah, Friday effectively wasted. So this morning you didn't miss that much, which is great. 17:34 is the restart. So Megan's now going to come to relieve me in the commentary box. So yeah, 3 tenths up for Marquez in Sector 1, and he's keeping that in Sector 2 to 104.961 as well. So he's just hugging that inside line. 30-degree lean angle for Mark. Keeps it pressured in, keeps that power, keeps the acceleration good as he exits now into the last couple of corners, and he's up by 2.5 tenths in that sector. Over to Megan.
Okay, is this better for people with the sounds? Because I don't know why it was like that last time. I feel like it was pushed too far. Yeah, why was it so loud before? Because
it was too close to you.
You're the one who pushed it too close to me.
I'm not wearing my headphones. I'm off.
I had it at an angle. He's the one who did that. Right. So, someone says, is it rain? Well, we're still getting spit on the track. Fastest lap goes to Marc Marquez, a 2 minute 6 second. 2 minutes 6.544. And when I went into the commentary box just then, accidentally bashed my elbow against the door frame, so that stings. Though I don't think not many people are out on the track, if any, to be honest. I feel like everything's too close. This is an unusual way to commentate. Right, 20 minutes left of the session right now. And hold on. Right, so is that Mark? Wait, who's that on the track right now? That's Bagnaia. Sometimes I forget he's number 1. Literally. That's Bagnaia making his way through the track. Passionini is apparently entering the pit lane. Why does it seem so quiet? I hate it when my audio cuts out because it's just like so awkward almost. I'm just like, heaviest braking point is turn 1. Here's a replay of Bagnaia braking round turn 1, and we can see that it goes from doing 82 kilometers per hour down to 50, so that's quite a hard braking point he has to go through, as well as having to lean right down. And there was just a big change up there on the timing screen. I don't know what that's about. Here's a replay of the number 23, which is Bastianini. No, it's 25. Why did I read it as 23? My mind is going all over the place today. That is Fernandez. R, not A. That's him going round the corner. The turn, I should say. It's Raul Fernandez with a 2 minute 7.384, which is apparently his personal best around this. And it annoys me how they don't have pocket springs. I understand that they can't have pockets for their visors, but I can't imagine how annoying it must be for the other riders to be like, what's that shiny thing on the floor? And then having to avoid that. I mean, I can imagine that thought must go through their mind at least once every single time they go through a lap. So 17 minutes and 50 seconds left to go of this practice session now. It was meant to be a qualifying, I believe, though obviously due to the weather, it turned out not to be that. Binder is entering the pit lane. We're on board with Bagnaia again, going round. Where is he on the sector times? Right, found him. He's in 14th currently, going through sector 2, halfway through sector 2, and I cannot see where it would sometimes say the turn, so I cannot see what turn he is at. I do not have this track memorized like Joshua probably would have, because he is very good at memorizing tracks for some reason. He always has been. It's an impressive skill that he has. 17 minutes left of this session. Bagnaia, though, he is 9/10 down from what his previous lap would be. His estimated 10th position, so he would take Quartararo's position away from him. Though luckily he's still out of the pit lane, so he can easily try and earn that back. Yes, I remember it's not a qualifying session, but you still want to do well. What do you say? True, like wanting to save tyres, but I'd want to get everything I can out of it, to be honest. More practice, more chance I'd win. Honestly though, you should see me playing a MotoGP game. I'm not very good at that. I'm good at F1 games. Joshua hates playing F1 games with me because he says I don't brake. But that's on purpose. I do know how to brake on it. It's just I like to ram him off the road. It's quite hilarious. There are videos of that on YouTube, so I would advise at some point to have a look back because it is quite hilarious. We should do those again. Joshua, if you're listening to this or listening back to this eventually after this is posted, we should do those again. I really like doing those. We need another controller though, to be honest. 15 minutes and 20 seconds left of this practice session, and right now we're just seeing all the riders just relaxing and taking their little breaks from having to practice. Marquez he's trying to describe how I feel like he's trying to describe how the track is at the moment, and to be honest, it looks to be okay. Not the perfect riding conditions, but it's the best you're gonna get after the weather chucking it down. Huh?
You wouldn't want to take chances on it, so that's why they're being cautious.
Yeah, Dad says you won't want to take chances on it. That's why they're being cautious with it, which is honestly a smart decision to do. The camera is quite fogged up on whose car was we just seeing, because it didn't tell me who we were seeing. I'm guessing. Hold on, who's that car? Oh, that's annoying. The car number. I mean, not car. I'm doing that again because I'm just coming back from MotoGP. I'm just coming back from F1, so in MotoGP I'm just like bike. That is the right for night. That is the right. Okay, now I can see it. It was number 1, so we were on board with Bagnaia before. So it is very similar colours to the livery of the bike, where the number is. It's two similar colours. That is actually quite frustrating. Right. I feel like Josh can do this much better than I can, but I am decent at this, but commentating on my own is uncomfortable. Turn 16 replay for, I believe that's right. I'm not sure. I wish they'd have numbers on their backs too. We should petition that.
Marquez
numbers on their backs.
Marquez has always got weight.
He has. That's just said about how Marquez has always been brilliant in the wet. That's why I'm surprised he's not out there. I can see spitting. So right, that is rain. It's not bad though. It's only slight spitting. Can't be very nice to ride on, to be honest though. That gotta keep an eye on that just in case it gets too heavy. Though I don't predict it getting heavier in the next 12, nearly 13 minutes. And the audio is cut out again. We're on board with Acosta right now, going round. Where's Acosta? Third, yeah, though he's also entering into sector 3, I believe. So, why is the audio cut out? I hate it when it does that. Yeah, the audio has cut out. Quartararo is finally entering the pit lane. I don't know how to cut. The audio is still cut out. That is extremely frustrating. The frustrations. Frustrations. I'm saying frustrations a lot. Now I want to play the game frustration. The audio's back.
It was a TNT problem.
TNT problem apparently. So everyone's audio is cut out. And it's done it again. Why does technology hate me so much? It just does. Always has to. Right, so Marquez is in pits as well as Binder, Fernandez, Bastianini, Alex Marquez. So both Marquezes are in the pits. Bagnaia, Quartararo, Vinales, Marini. All those are in the pits. I'm not sure about anyone else because I can't see anyone else because I only get to see 21 riders on here, which honestly is a system which could be improved.
Well, there's 22 riders because there's Takayami.
You can see it.
Well, yeah, you have got another monster there that's faster.
Yeah, but it doesn't show me who's in the pit lane. So I have no idea whether he's in the pit lane or not. I don't think he is in the pit lane. My goodness. So I'm not missing out anything for him. Right, 10 minutes and 40 seconds left of this session. It says run free for Marini, I believe that is 16. So yeah, Marini. Right, I know his number is 10. I'm just looking at positions. I'm not just saying the wrong number for him. I think Oliveira just went into the pits and that's interesting. The only one on this of all the riders to have not both wet mediums is Vinales, since he has a front medium with a front medium wets, though a soft medium rear. That is an interesting take on it.
Yeah, Vinales is.
What were you saying about Vinales?
Vinales is the only one that's currently out on 2 different tyres.
Yeah, he is out on 2 different tyres, and
None of the others are.
it's a unique decision, I must say. Though I do.
Well, other people have tried it earlier on in the session.
Has it not worked out well for them?
No, they're just trying to find the grip, aren't they? What's got the best grip?
Right now, I'm thinking it's front mediums. They seem to be holding most, and Vinales is like in 14th, so I think front wet mediums and rear wet mediums are the best way to go. Bezzecchi has just done a 2-minute 8.648 for this lap. D'Antonio is entering the pit lane now. Yeah.
How come you don't know what number Vinales is? Oliveira. It's 88. My number.
Is it? Oh yeah, he is. And I am a bit forgetful of what numbers they are, since it has. This is my first MotoGP thing back from the winter break, so my mind is a bit forgetful of whose numbers are who. Though give me a couple races and I'll be able to name them off by heart, probably. Do not hold me to that. Yeah, I've done 3 different sports today. I've done F1 Academy, F1, and now MotoGP. So, I'm getting all the rounds today, which is impressive. Especially since I think I've only done the maximum of, like, this would be 2.5 hours. And I hear Joshua.
8 minutes go.
Okay. You get Joshua back.
I'll see you in 8 minutes, Megan. Come get me when the green light goes on and go and control the stream there. Hello, everyone. So, oh, perfect. I might be able to take you to the checker flag then for this one, for Moto. It's getting very dark here. It's affecting the green screen. Can you see? I need someone to turn that light on as well. There's a secondary light here in the comms box. It's just the sun is setting, so it gets very. Let's see if I can manually reset it. Oh my word! No, that's not done it, has it? Let's go to the battle screen temporarily, and I can get adjustments work done. 7 minutes to go then in this session for MotoGP. A very calm opener here. Bingo. Hello. See, look, we just needed some more light. That's all we needed to stabilise everything. Is the mic okay? Just getting that sorted. MM93 on the chat. Nice to see everybody in as well. I won't spoil the result for Q2 of Formula 1 if you wanted to go and see it, but it's a very entertaining session what's going on right now. I highly, highly encourage you all go and take a look at it. When it comes to it. Say again? Hello? I've turned it off, I know. I saw it. I love how I've got someone sitting next to me just saying, yeah, advert. I saw it. Look, it's about to be turned off on the Delta. So, 6 minutes to go. Oh, off the track there goes Brad Binder. So he takes it off as well. But Marc Marquez on a... Megan really does adjust this headset badly, doesn't she? 206.544 for Marc Marquez. He's top. Even in the wet, Marquez is quick. And on a Ducati, he seems to be quicker as well. Which is an interesting delta time. Trying to get that green screen sorted, but yeah. Come on, fill me in. There we go. It's like a jack in the box trying to paint. Just needs to require to keep it on. Now here is Enea Bastianini. He's in 7th place at the moment on a 207.436. So finding the correct times in this opening day of running. Practice, of course, changed until tomorrow. This is free practice too for tuning in. For the glory laps at the end, they're not going to happen today. They're going to happen tomorrow morning before the qualifying session as well. And hopefully, I've just been told why the camera's going crazy with the green screen. It's because the green screen can be adjusted ever so slightly because it's now, look, there we go, normal now. Because the light balance has changed, so you need to adjust the green screen. Because there was too much light earlier on, so yeah. Because that virtual background behind me is not real. That's the comm box in the garage, and we're the comm box in the house. There you go. Look, and that does not look better now. Good green screen. As we keep it on. I've just had a look myself. So they've all gone out there this time on used medium compound tyres, and that's what they've all got their fronts on. Viñales, Aleix Espargaro, Rins have all got soft rear compounds on, and they've used them. That's what they mean as well. So. The track is still very damp. Yellow flag sector 1. Who's gone down on the deck? Is this us? Hang on, is that a drone on the track? Is that a drone? Behind Nakagami? Yellow flag's been called in. I think a drone just landed on the track. I saw some bleeping lights behind Nakagami, and I think a drone had landed and then lifted back up again, so they threw the yellow flag. I'd love to see a replay if that's the case, because then... This is why we shouldn't have drones in motorsport. 110% never, ever, ever have drones. But on board there's Nakagami. Completely lost the audio at the moment from the track. That's because some parts of the track, they don't have microphones. Sometimes they do. So as you move around the lap, like now, it comes back to you. It all changes. As this is on board with the 31s. This is Pedro Acosta on the KTM as he comes back through. There is Bagnaia coming in. Everyone in the chat saying about Marc Marquez 93. Here it is. Acosta down in towards turn 1. Has he had a moment? Lifts up, and he's gone straight on. So Acosta has trail braked, and he's going to the gravel trap as well. That's the reason for the yellow flag. So down towards turn 1, he's trail braked in, and and lost a bit of running. Marc Marquez is going to change over as well, and he's going to go out there, put one more final lap on the board and see what he can do. So far, 206.544, the opening deltas. Been a bit of a wasted day here for MotoGP, unfortunately. The rain has affected every single session. Everything of major value has now been shifted until Saturday morning, which is going to make it very busy, which means it's a bit like the old days. We're going to have the running order for Q1 and Q2 decided directly before it. And sometimes that's a good thing, sometimes that's a bad thing. It depends. That is Bagnaia running off at turn 1 as well. So even Pecco is having the disadvantages of finding the wrong braking point in towards the back half of the track. 206.544. I don't think Megan's coming to change over yet for the end of the session. Hopefully she should know to leave and do everything. Oh, I've lost TV pictures on board with Pecco. Marc Marquez 206.544. Augusto Fernandez in second, Acosta third, Miller fourth, Binder in fifth place, still closing in. So 2 minutes to go of this session, and I don't know when the F1 is going to start for their last session, because we did have a red flag, of course, unless they've already got green. I mean, that's the case as well. So green light's gone on for Q3, and Megan's not here. So where is she? Why is she not? Megan cannot follow orders. She's not coming into the box. Niki Lauda would be ashamed as they come into it. So 2 minutes to go. This one. I heard a door behind my microphone. Whether or not that means that she's here or not. Oh, she is. Good. And she's prowling in the background. To take you to the checkered flag and end the stream, I'll hand over to Megan.
Hello. Again. Yes, I do know how to end the stream. Yes, I do know how to end the stream. Right, so a minute left and it will be a quick off, and I highly do suggest that after this quick off you go and look at the F1 qualifying thing. Well, qualifying on the other live. My brain is not functioning right today. It is not processing things, which is weird since I've had a lot of caffeine. Oh, that's why. Maybe I shouldn't have caffeine. I'm already an energetic person. Right, so Marquez is currently fastest. And I know this isn't like a qualifying or anything, it's just free practice. But it's always nice to be fastest. So I'm glad that Marquez is fastest, because if you look at all the previous ones for him, he's not had a good few years, has he? So it's a nice feeling for him, I bet, to be fastest in this. 5 seconds from the flag coming out as Espargaro decides to come out of the pit lane. Oh no, he goes into the pit lane. Why is he choosing this moment to go in? Right, so checkered flag is currently out, and its first one to cross the checkered flag is Mia, followed by Marini. Pretty sure they're teammates too, so both of them. Then Alex Marquez, and I'm not going to read out everyone as they go through, because let's face it, I'm not that good at getting names out of the top of my head. See, I was even struggling to remember what the head was called. Head. Right, so once everyone has crossed the line, I will read out the results of this session. I'm probably going to take a picture of them just in case they disappear on me, because let's face it, this screen is quite hard to read. Well, it's not hard to read, it's just a lot of work to squint. I'm pretty sure everyone has crossed the line, so I'll just take a picture of that just in case. If anything changes, then we know why. I think the final person is crossing the line now. We're on board with Marquez as he is just past the line. I should just check the monitor to see who's past the line, shouldn't I? Yeah, that would probably be a good thing to do instead of just trying to figure out who has passed the line. I think the only person left to pass the line might be Bagnaia right now. Yeah, he looks to be the only one left. And I'm pretty sure I just said Joshua, I'm not sure. I did hear a door. Well, I thought I heard the door. Right, so fastest lap goes to Marc Marquez with a 2 minute 6.544, which is very good for him. And I think it's a good way to start the season. Right, so I'll read through the run through right now. First Marquez, then Fernandez, actually, yeah, and then third Acosta. Oh, wait, the run through has changed since I did this. Marquez apparently has been denied being the first, and Martin has taken first position apparently. I don't know when that happened. I'm pretty sure he already crossed the line. Right. So, Martin first, Aleix Espargaro is in second, Acosta third, Marc Marquez in fourth, Binder fifth, Zarco sixth, Bastianini is in seventh, eighth is D'Antonio, ninth is Miller, Bagnaia is in 10th, Alex Marquez is in 11th, Oliveira is in 12th, Vinales 13th, 14th is Raul Fernandez, Rins is 15th, Mir is 16th, Marini is 17th, Pozecchi 18th, Quattararo 19th, Fernandez is in 20th, Nakagami is in 21st, and I'm pretty sure and apparently Rins is
20
yeah, I've already read him out. That is
Mia, you
come.
Mia.
I think it's Mir I've missed off the list, so he must be in 22nd apparently.
No, Mia is in 11th.
Yeah,
Oh, I don't know, mine's 15th.
no, he's in 16th. Though it will not let me. Hold on. Morbidelli is in 22nd because for some reason it's different on here than it is on here. So that is the timing screen that I see on the official thing. So that is what I am going by. On the other one it says Marquez is in the lead though. So I shall end the session here. Feel free to go to the other live that is currently going on. So thank you for your patience, that says. And thank you for listening. Goodbye.